Welcome to our Mertail paint along. Today we're going to show you how to create a Mertail themed painting. The great thing about our painting today is that you can be as creative as you'd like. If you love sharks, you could do a shark mertail, or if you love clownfish, you could use white, black, and orange to create a clownfish inspired tail. The possibilities are endless. Let's get started. Here are the materials we'll need today: a canvas or other paintable surface. You can use a poster, paper, or even a wood panel. I selected 4 paintbrushes with various sizes and shapes. A large flat brush for painting our background, a medium rounded brush for creating a mermaid scale effect, and 2 small brushes for details and outlining. You'll also need a small dish or cup of water for cleaning your brushes and a paper towel. You'll want a plate or bowl to hold your paint. For paint, I'm using seafoam and white for the background. For your tail, you'll need to choose 3 colors and 3 lighter shades of those colors. You can see I chose teal, pink, and purple. A few optional materials are an outline color. You could choose a black, gray, or white. I'm choosing to use a silvery gray. If you'd like to add some sparkle, you can also use glitter. Now that we have our materials, let's begin. We're going to start painting the background with white and seafoam. You can dab the paint directly onto the canvas. Use your large flat brush to spread the paint out evenly. Once most of your canvas is covered, start from one corner and drag your paint diagonally across the surface. This will give our background movement and make it look more like water. Now that our background is complete, let's get started on our mertail. You can choose any color for this paint because we'll be layering colors over it. I'm choosing to start my outline in purple. I'm going to use my thin brush to do the outline. You can start in any corner you like. We're going to draw a slow, gentle curve. And for our tail, I'm going to do wispy squiggles to give it a magical look. And when you draw the other side, just mirror the same, a slow, gentle curve and wispy squiggles. We'll do the same for the bottom of our tail. Start at the end and pull up with slow squiggles. Now you'll notice my outline is very light, so I'm going to go back over some of my lines to make them just a little bit darker so it's easy for me to fill in later. Now I'm going to lightly paint at the base of my tail to show where I want my scales to begin. For the next part, you'll want your medium rounded brush. Now we're really going to start doing our scales. Gently tap on your canvas. I'm going to start with my dark purple, and I'm going to work my way up the mermaid tail. Just a nice tapping motion. You're going to color your tail evenly and all the way to the top. Now that we have our base color on, take your next color, I'm using teal, and use the darker shade. We're going to keep on dabbing our color on, and we're going to start on the outside edges of our tail. This will give our mermaid tail more dimension and will make it look a little bit more 3D because we're going to have the darker colors on the outside and a highlight in the center. Now I'm going to brush some lighter shades of teal down the center, just gently and sporadically. Now that I have enough teal, I'm getting my deep violet purple and adding it the same way I added the teal, dabbing it on the outsides. Now I'm going to add my last color, hot pink. Now we're going to use our lighter colors for the tail. I'm going to start mine with light pink. You're just going to gently brush and fill in your tail. Now that we have a base coat of pink, I'm going to use teal and mimic the same wavy lines I used to outline my mermaid tail earlier. Now I'm going to do the same thing using purple. I'll fill in any blank spots that I see that need a little extra color. Now that I'm finished with my tail, I'm going to take some of my deep violet and fill in the scales that got brushed away. If you're happy with your mertail, you can stop here, but if you'd like to add an outline, keep watching. For this part, you'll need the paint you chose for the outline. I'm using silvery gray. Take a smaller paintbrush and follow the outlines of your mertail. Now I'm going to add a few wisps to the inside of my tail. Now for the last part. If you would like to add glitter, this is the best time to sprinkle it on while the paint is still tacky. I chose to sprinkle my glitter on the body of the tail, a little bit on the fins, and a little bit in the water. Thank you for joining us today. If you painted along with us today, leave us a comment with what kind of mertail you created and a picture if you would like. We would love to see your creation.